As the sun sets on Kadapa, that's when the political lights come on. A final stop of the day is YS Sharmila's campaign. Jagan's sister doesn't shy away from attacking her brother and using her father's name to make it clear. If you're a YSR supporter, vote for his bidda, his daughter.
So what does it take to continue on an election campaign in this heat? I learn it from the Andhra politicians who are out 24/7 campaigning, looking lovely in a sari at the end of the day, ma'am. But I also see you wearing sports shoes because that's what it takes to continue the campaign going forward. How has it been in Kadapa for you?
It's been very positive. The people understand the situation of the Kadapa elections. So honestly, it's been very, very encouraging. And I'm very sure of a great win.
I've been seeing, and I was here through your speech, all of them there wanting a glimpse of you, ma'am. So you have a sort of star attraction here, and you use that. You said Rajshekhar Reddy Bidda in every single line, daughter of YSR. You're in YSR Kadapa, so the stakes are definitely high. But do you believe this is a legacy battle?
No, it's a justice battle. It's a justice battle because my uncle, father of my cousin Sunita, was murdered 5 years ago. And no justice has been rendered to him even to this date. And on the day of the murder, we did not know who did this. But after the CBI inquiry, we know for sure that Mr. Avinash, the incumbent MP, Mr. Avinash Reddy's hand is in the murder. And yet Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy chose to protect him all these 5 years. Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy, in fact, when the CBI went to arrest him in Kurnool, he put a barricade around Mr. Avinash Reddy. There were police, there were people, there were, gundas, there were all kinds of, it was a law and order situation. There was a ruckus there for 3 days. The CBI tried to arrest Avinash with all the proofs and evidences, and they had to go back empty-handed. So all this Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy has done using his power. And now, after the 5 years, the same incumbent MP who is accused in the murder of my own uncle is given the ticket again from YCP. And this is what I couldn't bear. So, in fact, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy is saying these same murderers should win again, protect themselves with the power given to them, and then they should go to the houses of parliament. And it did not seem right at all to me, and that's why I stood up and said, no, Avinash is not going to win again.
This is your cousin, Sunita.
Yes.
You've chosen to stand with Sharmila, ma'am. Why is that? Or this side of the family?
We are fighting for justice and we both have a common cause. And so we stand together.
What we're seeing right now is, of course, today I think you also held a press conference where you showed the mirror, literally, to your brother, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. Why did you do that? What was the messaging you wanted to send across to Jagan Mohan Reddy?
Well, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy is alleging that I am acting at the behest of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. That Chandrababu Naidu is behind me joining Congress, is behind me contesting Kadapa. Not only that, he is also alleging Chandrababu Naidu being behind Sunita, being behind, because she is in this fight for justice. Not only that, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy is also alleging that Chandrababu Naidu controls our neighboring Chief Minister, Mr. Revanth Reddy. He also controls the Prime Minister Modi for having an alliance with GDP. So, in fact, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy sees Chandrababu Naidu in everything. So, my point was, please look at yourself in the mirror and see if you're seeing yourself or being so obsessed with Mr. Chandrababu Naidu that the Chandrababu Naidu's face is going to reflect in the mirror.
Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy, in an interview to us, and several times gets very emotional when he speaks about you. He says, I never wanted my sister to enter politics because I knew she'd be used by rivals to take us on. What do you have to say to that? What's your response to your brother?
I don't have much to say about this because respecting his wish, I was never ambitious enough to be a politician myself.
You entered very recently.
Exactly. So all this is because he felt that I should not be in politics, and for whatever reasons, his insecurities or whatever reasons, I still respected him for it. But it just turned out that I wanted to enter politics in Telangana, and I felt that nobody else should dictate what I want to do. with my life. When I felt that KCR is being the dictator, the tyrant of Telangana, and I felt that there should be an alternative in Telangana, I launched a party in Telangana, and I do not regret doing that. What I needed to do, I did. I created a lot of anti-incumbency for Mr. KCR, and we helped the Congress pull him down. And after that, I felt the need to join the Congress party because in Andhra, if you see, we deserved the special status for Andhra Pradesh. It was our right 10 years ago, and even till today, we haven't gotten the special status. That's because Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, 5-year first-term Chief Minister, and now the second-term Chief Minister, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy, both of them chose an alliance or a friendship with BJP instead of choosing the side of the people and fighting for the cause of the special status. So, in fact, there is no voice in Andhra Pradesh fighting for special status. When Mr. Rahul Gandhi came on a Jodo Yatra here in Andhra Pradesh and he declared that Congress party is committed to the special status and that we would give a 10-year special status, I was really impressed. And when I met them on the Telangana issue and after that gave the support to them, they actually invited me into the Congress party, and I felt there was a need for somebody to come to Andhra and fight for the cause of special status, and I found and I believe that Congress is the best platform for me.
You know, I was going to ask you this because the first time I spoke to you was when you were in a Padayatra as part of YSRTP. And I remember asking you then, would you ever jump over to Andhra? And you said no way. But you answered my question essentially by telling me why you've done that. Is there ever a possibility of you joining the YSRCP if Jagan Mohan Reddy tells you, you know, let's settle this, why don't you come back?
No, that ship has sailed.
No. Okay, so that's not going to happen. Let's talk about Kadapa here. You're facing off against your cousin, Avinash Reddy. I heard your speech here. You were talking about, of course, all of the allegations against him. He is still a very, very strong leader on ground. So how do you plan to combat that?
Well, I'm telling the people what they need to know. I'm telling the people what Mr. Avinash Reddy failed to do. The Kadapa Steel Factory was indeed the dream of my father, YSR, because this was a drought-hit area. And the steel factory was very important to the development of Kadapa. Had my father been alive, Kadapa Steel Factory would have been commissioned by now. But after that, Chandrababu became the Chief Minister and then he neglected it. And Jagan Mohan Reddy became the Chief Minister and he neglected too. So there is no Kadapa Steel Factory here, and I didn't see Mr. Avinash Reddy stand up in the parliament and even once ask about the Kadapa Steel Factory. Even to this day, there is a need for employment for the youth of Kadapa. And that's what is not happening in Kadapa right now. The youth know about it, they understand it. Not only just the Kadapa Steel Factory, even in this Kadapa very town, the water problem is so massive here. The water given to the people is once in 4 or 5 days. How do you explain that? What's the point of having an MP? What's the point of having an MLA who's the Deputy Chief Minister if they're not going to come of use to the people? These people are only using their authority to protect themselves, murdering and then protecting themselves, or using their authority to grab lands and do liquor mafias and things like that. And I just don't think it's fair. And that's what I'm telling the people. That's what they're convinced of also, because they've witnessed to it even more than I am.
That's very strong words. But emotionally, are you tied to Kadapa as well? Emotionally, do you have a link with this constituency, with this district?
Of course I have a link. I grew up here. Yeah. My childhood belonged here. For a long time I lived here. My father worked here as a doctor. So these people see me as their own daughter. And yes, I do have an emotional bond with them.
Amazing catching up with you. All the very best to you. How much will you win by?
I would let God decide that. But I truly believe that this battle is the Lord's.
We get a glimpse of the fanfare for Sharmila as she leaves. Requests for selfies galore.